now.
Hello and welcome back to our lovely Sunday night D&D session. Um, would either of you, for a juicy point of inspiration, like to recap what happened last week?
If we both recap, do we both get juicy points of inspiration?
I mean, you could, depending on how well the other one fills the blanks.
Or we could just both talk over each other.
Exactly.
No,
We'll both run through the door
no.
at the same time.
Aaron, you could start.
Well, I don't exactly remember, but I just remember we had a beach day and we got into, well, I got into my bikini, um, and then headed towards Longshore, perhaps.
Yes?
We scoured the beach. We found a dragon scale, and turns out that there was a weeping dragon next to us who unfortunately lost their egg, because I guess it was stolen by some sea hags underwater. And so we went on a quest to go and retrieve that dragon egg.
We had to require help though from some totally normal turtles, one of which named Milo. And then we swam underwater, and then shenanigans ensued from magical vent things, including a change in gravity, which would normally be horrendous, but actually didn't matter since we were deep underwater. And
Yep,
then
and then
we
we
go ahead.
barged through the door of the sea hag, literally kicking it open. And Rayla, you were still able to sneak up on her.
Hmm. Yep. And then also, the as we were escaped, we almost died from like a giant crab thing.
Yeah, thankfully, I guess I just like pulled you out of their pincers and then we scurried away.
Yep.
Um, some things that we got to keep. We got a boat that can fill up into a box, which is pretty convenient. And we got a cloak of the manta ray, I think is what it's called, that allows us to do some water breathing. And Candy's like really pumped about that because there might be a visit to some of her old companions in the future. Who knows?
Don't forget the dolphins.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
the
I
knife
want to
dolphin.
forget the dolphins. Yeah,
Oh,
so let's just say those dolphins got what was coming to them.
oh yeah. And Candy kept losing her arms.
Oh
Candy's
yeah.
arms, yeah, they were sometimes gone, sometimes there, and sometimes flailing tentacles. That was not fun.
Okay. So, after you guys' interesting trip to the beach, you come back to the city and spend a few more weeks, or months. Actually, I'll let you guys tell. What were you guys kind of planning on doing during your downtime in the city while you still have some coin in your pockets?
So, one thing that Candy discovered while she was down there was those really interesting magical vents. Um, so she did take really quick notes on them before being dragged along the way by Rayla. So I think she would have wanted to see. I don't know if there's other scholars in town or something, but she just wanted to get a little bit more information about if people knew anything about those vents or, how magic can be so concentrated in such a small location.
Okay. Give me an intelligence check.
How to find a library.
Yep. Or more accurately to say, how much did you absorb from the many magical tomes?
Ooh. See, I read. Candy reads way more than I read in real life. With a 21.
Nice. Nice. I didn't have the chat open like a fool. Oh, nice. Oh, that nat 1 is very scary. Uh, so you gather from, especially because there is a mages school in the city, and you're kind of able to talk to different mages. A lot of those magical vents, it's kind of concentration that is over a essentially a magical node, kind of a connection point between the ethereal plane and the material plane. So it's kind of
Mm.
almost tears in the fabric of magic and reality. So the magic kind of seeps out into the world from there. There are other points like that, kind of in very remote areas.
Mm.
And sometimes magical creatures are drawn to it, so specifically like dragons or other fey creatures that want to feed off that magic. And yeah, also it affects sorcerers, so magicians that kind of naturally ended up getting their power because either they or their parents walked over the wrong node and got infected with magic disease. But yeah, so and because you guys were kind of over that node in particular, like where the tear between the two planes is pretty big, that's why the magic fluctuations were so constant.
Mm. Yeah, it was every few seconds or something, stuff would happen. That's
Yeah, because
interesting.
yeah, normally stuff like that would be triggered by somebody else using magic. But because again you're walking over the wellspring, it just happened to you whether you were casting magic or not.
Mm. And is that the nearest node to us in Gilneas?
Yeah, in
Cross his
Galiass, that's
fingers.
the
Yeah.
that's the that's the closest node.
Cool.
All right, Rayla, what have you been doing these last few days/weeks since you
Uh,
got back from the beach?
after drinking to forget my sorrows and woes for at least a few days, um, I went into the woods and didn't tell anybody what I was doing, and just came back like a day ago. That's all I'm going to say for now.
Okay,
But we
that
already
is.
visited that treehouse.
There are plenty of more woods around the big
Although,
world.
wait, what was the tomb that we saw at that treehouse? That was like the rat king. Like they were summoning some person. There was some
Uh,
god associated with it.
oh yeah, so it wasn't necessarily a tomb, it was just the god Tura who had put
Torah.
a who had put a kind of like like a lure of themselves on the material plane, and the kids just
Mm.
happened to find it, and
Mm.
they futzed with stuff that they should not have futzed with. Yeah,
And it
and you
led to
guys
their
made
sad demise.
their sad, disgusting rat demise.
Yep.
But you guys totally pureed that rat, so it was good.
I mean, I
Yeah.
kind of wish it wasn't splattered all over my body, but sure.
Another thing you guys don't talk about anymore.
Nope.
your dance with the Rat King, trolls.
See, the one benefit of fighting underwater is I can clean myself off way easier after smashing all their innards.
Except, I mean, except that there was mayonnaise everywhere, so now for a while, you kind of smelled like a tuna fish sandwich.
What's the harm in that?
Fair
Whatever,
enough.
whatever you're into, man. I'm not here to judge.
Well, we're in the
Okay.
tavern now, so
Yep, you guys are in the Scrap Pail Tavern. And despite it being dirt cheap, you have been kind of camping out here for a while. Bright, the barkeep, kind of walks out of the back and holds her hand out for your rent, essentially. And you guys look at your coffers, which seem to be pretty low.
Wait, were they low? Hmm. How much is like a month here?
Well, a month is. Uh, well, we agreed it would be about 30 gold.
For a month?
Yeah, for a month.
Uh,
Uh,
then I don't think my amount of money would be low then.
Hmm.
well, don't say
Well,
that. You're just gonna increase the rent.
Well, no, I'm speaking out of game here because I feel like the numbers don't line
Oh,
up.
that's fair. That's fair. That was
Because
a
I have
miscalculation on
1,300.
my part. Oh,
so,
Jesus.
so
Wait, didn't you buy, like, everything, though?
yeah, we
that
bought some stuff. So
yep.
Oh,
I'm
you
at
split it.
450
Oh,
right
you
now.
split it.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. I'm a derp.
Oh, even after splitting, we're at 1,300.
yeah, I'm pretty sure
Damn.
I dropped it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm at 450.
Well,
I think.
that's not
But
my
I
problem.
also, yeah, I knew I bought stuff.
I mean, if you want for balance sake, I can just like knock off 1,000.
No, it's fine because I have a few. I have a few items. Like
Okay.
I have the Wand of Secrets and Alchemy jug. So I think that was like at least 500, 600.
Okay.
And she says, well, it's, as much as I like yous, can't really have you bumming around the tavern all day.
Watch me.
So her hair
I mean,
kind of
if you
flares up
want,
a little bit.
if you want, we can take our business elsewhere, like that tavern across the street.
I mean, you could. And she leans in close. But I hear the barkeep's got at least 7 STDs. And she might ask for more than coin for her patronage.
Yeah, I don't think I need
What do
that
you
in
know
my
about?
life right now.
Hmm. But I don't remember. Yeah, I guess I haven't been to that bar recently, but word down the street is she has a really nice voice, that barkeep. You know if that's
I
true?
mean, she's got quite a set of pipes. I'll give her that.
Hmm.
Uh, look, like I said, I like yous, but you know, Galiass is about like prosperity and new adventures and all that kind of jazz, like some kind of fairy tale book. So why not take a look at the quest board or something? Fucking look, guys, I get commission based on how many adventurers take my quest. So what? Take a look at the quest.
Okay, I see how it is. But
If we look over
fine.
at, yeah. Is anyone around the quest board right now? If we look over.
So if you look under handouts, there is a handout called quest board.
Ooh.
Oh.
So this is how Bright makes sure that regular rapscallions don't get involved with the quest board. So Rayla, like,
What?
where were you the past, I don't know, week?
Don't worry about it.
I mean, usually you come back, you know, stumbling, your words slurring, and I don't know. I guess never saw you. But maybe I was just hitting the books too much.
Just had to go somewhere.
Hmm. Yeah, makes sense.
So did you guys get the document open?
It's open, but there's nothing there.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anything's there.
Poo-poos. I mean, I guess I could have pasted in chat.
Sure.
Yeah. Might be a little harder to read, but it should be. That's dumb. Why are you like this? Ah.
Hey, so you know what I found, Rayla?
What?
So I guess I was doing a little bit of research over these past few weeks, and there are a few of those nodes, like those wild magic nodes that we encountered last time we were undersea. I guess there's a few of them around Galiass. So
That
maybe at some point it'd be cool to visit them at some point. Who knows?
maybe.
Alright, it's in chat.
Okay. Oh boy, lots of things.
Oh, that's a lot.
Sorry, it kind of cut. Roll20 kind of cuts the messages up a little bit.
No, I think I get it though.
So there's Eastern Niles to research some species native to Galiass. Apparently, there's some elusive frog people in some of the nearby swamps south of the city. More chances for us to get my fur dirty. Great. Also, Saturn Strings, the moon elf bard. His instruments have been broken and stolen, and so he requires adventurers to investigate and find the culprit. Ooh, the Mariana Trench. We have a Triton fighter looking for adventurers willing to hunt down the Avastian purple bullworm. That sounds gross.
Yeah, I don't think I want to go for that one.
But for some reason, that reward is way, way high. Must be
Yeah,
a prized possession.
wonder why, because the thing's probably terrifying and I have a feeling it's underwater, so no. You're not making me do that again.
But we already have the equipment
I don't
to
care.
go underwater. And we can earn 40,000 gold. But
No.
okay, so this last one apparently is just a meager 10 gold. But Lowland Hills is a human wizard, and they're looking for people to clear out an infestation of fire newts in the outer ring of the city. Only 10 gold. What's up with that?
I mean,
He's an intern.
definitely would be the easiest to just do and take care of.
Probably. I mean, but it would only even cover us for a few days.
Yeah,
But
well,
hopefully we can just get it done quickly.
and there's no chance of drowning or dying or drowning. So,
That's true.
yeah.
So this is at the Waving Wands magic shop. So do we remember if the magic shop keep that we saved from the sewers, was that this magic shop?
No, that was Willow in Willow's Wonders, which is like a couple doors down.
Competition then.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you guys can always talk to more than one of these guys and see which ones of these missions would be interesting.
Well,
What?
I mean, honestly, Lowland Hills' job kind of sounds like a desperation plea, so maybe we want to help them out.
Yeah, I'll be the good Samaritan this time. Especially because it's not near water.
We can make it near water so that we can deal with these fire newts.
Yeah, what are you gonna drown him in mayonnaise this time?
Well, it is pretty good at smothering flames, I think. So where is Lowland Hills anyways? Candy asks, right? The Waving Wands magic shop, has this been around for a while?
Yeah, it's been around for, I don't know, about a year or so. It's really close to the outside of the city. It's kind of where all the new folk come in and kind of get their entry level jobs and stuff. So yeah, it's kind of there. It's a chain of stores, but yeah, the closest one is the one near the outer gate of the city.
Well, you ready for this, Rayla?
Yeah, might as well. Let's go.
Okay. All right, roll me a survival check to see if you can find your way out of to use the
Oh my
exit
god.
gate of the city.
Yeah,
But
this is.
because you've been out of the city a couple of times, you can do it with advantage.
Oh.
You said survival.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for nat one, and
Already got a nat
oh,
one.
okay.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Ah. Well, Candy, much like the last time when you were headed halfway down the block to Willow's shop, you got really distracted by other things in the city. Rayla, you're up for a really easy job that has nothing to do with water or potential death. So it's yeah, you just kind of grab Candy and drag her off to
Just drag her by the ear.
See,
this wand.
Candy's daydreaming about fighting the Avastian purple bullworm. Like, that would be such a good rodeo fight for her. She really wants to do it. But she's showing some restraint, and I guess she'll let herself be dragged along by Rayla.
Okay, so you guys find the shop, and it's very much like you're kind of like you walk in and there's a few people kind of browsing the shops, and you hear like just kind of murmuring like, oh wow, like, oh, look at the quality on this. But at the um front of the room, you see a young man wearing glasses, and he's got kind of curly brown hair, and he's being kind of scolded by this high elf, and she's like, I wanted 7 billywig tails. Instead, you brought me water salamander's breath. What is wrong with you? Are you stupid? And he's like, oh God, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'll have to talk to management. She's like, I should have been talking to management about 10 minutes ago. Do not waste my time. And he's like, sure. And he like runs back and comes back with a different box, and she looks down at it, and she's like, these are dry. Imbecile. I demand a discount. And he's like, but I don't really have uh, don't have the authority to give. I don't care if you don't have the authority. You've already wasted enough of my time and my money, and I'm pretty sure I can take my patronage somewhere else. And she kind of keeps on in this vein for a while.
Yeah. So you want to try talking to that crazy woman?
I wonder what her first name is, and
Well,
if it rhymes with
why don't you go
Marion.
find out, you sociable butterfly? And I like push her forward.
All right, Candy walks up. Howdy, ma'am.
And she kind of like the young man kind of like scampers into the back to grab something else, and she's just kind of like, yes.
Uh, just wanted to see what you were thinking about this store. I mean, I haven't really been in a Waving Wands before, so do you know like what the coolest items around here to get usually are?
It's good for basic fare. I don't expect anything of any high quality here. If it wasn't for the fact that all of the higher end shops are out of everything I need, I wouldn't be caught dead in here. But since seems like my idiot students are going to waste all of my valuable ingredients, I'm going to have to deign to come in here and mingle with these. As the boy comes, the young man comes back and puts a jar in front of the woman, and she kind of looks at it and scoffs. And she the guy is kind of frantically like ringing her up, and she's just kind of like tapping her foot and like sighing really obviously.
What do you use these creatures for? You say you teach a magic class of some sort?
I do. I am the lead teacher at the Wizards College in the higher districts, but again, seems like with all the chaos where people usually find ingredients, I had to venture down into the lower rings.
Oh, so you're saying that
Uh,
some of the other stores they're having some issues getting these ingredients?
she kind of rolls her eyes a little bit, but also is just kind of like, yes, yes, they are. Seems like there have been some strange occurrences. Weird beast magic surges. I don't know. I don't leave the city anymore. But I don't care as long as it stops getting in the way of what I need. And she kind of like once the kid finishes ringing her up, she kind of just like grabs the jar off the table and kind of spins around on her heel, and he's like, "Have a nice day." And she just kind of ignores him and flounces out of the store.
And as
And
she's
he just
walking out of the store, Candy's just gonna yell out, "And if you wanna explore more about these wild magic surges, you should totally go to Longshore and go into the bottom of the ocean. Okay, bye."
she doesn't pay attention to you. And the guy just kind of is like like you could tell by his face he's just like, please no more. And he looks up and he's like, hello, how can I help you?
Hi, do you have more water salamanders?
Oh god, you can have these. And he kind of offers you the box that he had offered to the lady before, and they look just fine. Like, you don't really know much about like magical ingredients, but it's not like they're
Mm-mm.
broken or dead or anything.
Yeah, Candy's just gonna take a look at the box, look in, and he'll say, "Oh, these look fine. I don't know what that lady was yammering on about."
Miss Miss Astra is very particular about her ingredients. I was I hoped getting a job here meant I only had to see her in class, but I guess I guess not.
Hmm. Ah, so you work part-time.
Yeah, I'm finishing up my studies at the Mages College. You know, just
Hmm.
trying to make it by, and you know, anyway, how can I help you?
And Candy's just gonna elbow Rayla.
Oh, right, I am involved in this. Apparently you have a fire newt problem.
He kind of just like makes he kind of gulps. He's like, yeah, keep destroying our stock and can't get rid of them. The shop owner, the actual shop owner, won't be back for a while, and I hope they don't keep breaking things.
Okay, well, where the bastards at?
In the in the basement, and you see him kind of like clutch at his throat a little bit, like it gives him terrible anxiety. And he's clutching like a little amulet that has at his throat. And if you guys want, you can make a perception check.
Candy's gonna do that.
Okay, might as well see. Well,
Ooh.
A
Oh.
22.
and I get a
Okay. Rayla, you don't give a shit. You're
nope.
just kind of like you're probably just scowling at the door after that stupid bitch wasting time.
And also, I'm like, all
Uh,
right, this stupid child, move out of the way so I can kill these newts.
yeah. You see him. He's clutching this amulet, and you can see it has like a small picture of himself and this really buff, like half orc man, like young man, like, and they're like holding one another, and they look really happy. Uh,
Wait, this is
and
a
so
human right now? The shopkeeper?
yeah, yeah,
Human male?
yeah.
Hmm.
Uh, so yeah, you just noticed that, and yeah, um, he says, just if feel free to look around for the next couple of minutes. I'm just going to finish with these customers and then close up shop so you guys can get to work.
All right.
So yeah,
Hmm.
feel free to browse the shop if there's anything magical in particular that you're looking for.
Um.
Well, I don't know what
Yeah, I'm
to
just
go
trying to
for.
think, like.
I mean, you could always just give me something in general, like something to, I don't know, like if you need more healing potions or just kind of like magical items or just, curious what's in the store, anything like that.
Candy will check to see if there's any headgear, because she doesn't have any headgear right now.
Hmm. Head.
Yeah, if there's any cool bandanas or something like that.
Uh,
But otherwise, yeah, she's just gonna be browsing around, like taking a look at some of the trinkets, seeing if there's any cool contraptions, um, and admiring the handiwork.
Yeah. So they have kind of magic items based on kind of the kind of people that could use them. So specifically for rogues or specifically for monks, specifically for fighters. So there are a few cool things that look like you could possibly use them. Uh, there are three things that look kind of cast or that like what do you call it? That kind of catch your eye.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, One of them is called Iron Rain. It's a dagger, and it's kind of like this sort of like really dark, sort of obsidian looking dagger with like kind of a silver inlay that sort of looks like crashing waves.
Ooh.
And it's really beautiful and really intricate. And it's a +1
Really?
bonus dagger. And give me 1 second.
Hey, hey, Rayla, this dagger
Okay,
matches your
never mind.
outfit.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, wait. So what did you say was like the stat of it?
Uh, let's see. Okay, so this dagger is a +1 dagger. But something interesting about it is that if you use the command word, all the creatures in a 30-foot cone in front of you will take the same dagger damage.
Ooh.
Okay, so +1 just means like whatever the damage is, you just add 1 to it.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
Uh,
I mean, it could also do an AoE.
yeah.
Mm.
And the AoE is, again, it's the same damage for all.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, sure. But you said it like it from saying a word?
Yeah, kind of like the boat where you have like a command word for it.
Oh,
If you
okay.
chuck the dagger, it kind of like splits into several daggers that you could that could hit enemies around you.
Wait, so when Candy was reading um the job posting and we're talking about Mariana Trench, does that mean randomly in the middle, like while we're just staring at the quest board, the boat opens up while we're in the bar?
Oh no! Oh god, it's in your bra holding, isn't it? Who's holding it?
I just realized that right now.
Oh no. Well, okay. Technically, her name is Mariana Strench, so maybe not.
Okay. So we just say it quickly enough and like add the S. Make sure we add the S and don't speak too slowly. Cool.
Oh
Nice
well.
save.
Okay. Uh,
Okay,
okay. Well,
I
I
saved
guess
it.
I'll grab that.
Okay. Uh, well, that one is 1,000 gold, so
That's
you know.
fine
Hmm.
with me.
Yep. There are boots of the lightning path
Ooh.
that will increase your walking speed, or yeah, increase your walking speed by 10 feet.
What do they look like? Do they have
Uh,
like a lightning insignia on it or something?
They look like Crocs.
th-
Ugh.
no, they're they're described as soft calf-high boots.
Cat hide boots.
Yeah.
Mm. How much for these? For these cat hide boots?
Give me 1 second. Let's see. Well, these ones, it says when you use a dash action and expend a charge, your step crackles with lightning, and you deal an additional 1d6 lightning damage on your next successful weapon attack.
Hmm.
These are very rare boots, so they're 1,500.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's out of my social
I already
class.
paid the 1,000 for the thing, so sorry, not sorry.
And what's the third interesting item?
And then this one are dragon armlets. So these are two silver bracelets that have 5 silver chains meant to be worn on the same arm. While you wear them, you can use the deflect missiles feature uh, against ranged spell attacks. So rather than just physical missiles, you can also
Ooh.
deflect spells. Um,
Ooh.
yep.
This bracelet looks mighty shiny.
Yep. But you can. But I guess the one thing is you could really only use these once every 10 minutes, so probably once during combat, unless the
Mm-hmm.
combat happens to last really long. But several times
Mm-hmm.
a day if that happens to happen.
And
And
how
this one is
expensive are these armlets? Yeah.
these are 1,000.
Mm.
I can't help you with that one either.
Yeah, I can't help. Well, I'll keep my eye on them, and at least I'll know um, this Waving Wands has some interesting artifacts. Do they look like
So,
that they were made out of a certain like dragon scale or something, like a bronze dragon or a certain type of dragon?
uh, it on every of the five silver chains there is like a very tiny charm that's almost like the tiniest piece of like a dragon scale of each colored metallic dragon. So good
Hmm.
dragons. So
Good dragons.
yeah, gold, silver, bronze, brass, and I forget what the last one is.
Apparently not blue.
Oh, and copper.
Okay.
No.
Blue's
Uh,
evil.
those are metallics. Chromatics are evil dragons. So
Hmm.
blue, green, black, white, and red.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know. But
So
yeah, I think obsidian matches you perfectly, Rayla.
Yeah, well, it'll be helpful at least.
yeah. So Lolan finally finishes with one of the last customers and flips the sign in front of the door so it says closed and kind of takes a like a deep breath, like, ah, finally. Okay, time for fire newts. And so he leads you guys behind the counter and opens the door into a back room that kind of looks like Willow, like the one in Willow's shop. That's very full of boxes and empty vials, and it kind of smells like herbs and dust back there. And
Before
a
the
whole bunch
ground
of
completely caved in and there was a gaping hole.
yeah. Before a troll just like tremored his way into her floor and jumped in and took her, Princess Peach style. Yeah. So
So you said it's like a fire newt infestation? Where did these come from?
I'm not quite sure. They're fire elementals and they like magica things and they look for magical items to steal and I kind of forgot to refresh the ward one night and he kind of like sweats. And they got in and now I have to so I don't know how to get them out.
Well, you can calm down, Lowland. I'm not going to rat you out at least. I've already dealt with enough rats in the past few months.
He kind of squeaks when you say rats.
Well, one way to get rid of them is to stab them in the head.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to give them a nice punch. And... Do you know
Kind of
how
like
many?
gets
Yeah. Oh.
no, no, sorry, keep going.
Do you know how many of them we should be expecting?
I I believe there's about 3 of them. At least I can with detect magic I can kind of separate the aura they leave behind, but that's just my guess. I'm assuming.
Hmm. And I'm assuming like you want them dead or do you want them captured so that people can use them for studies or anything?
Probably dead. Can't really have. There's no way to really capture them without setting everything on fire. If it wasn't for the wards that were already here, this building would be gone and I would be fired. He like pulls out a paper bag and starts like hyperventilating into it.
Oh.
All right, all right, all right. We'll deal with it. Come on.
And Candy's just gonna whisper to Rayla, and I guess we should just make sure nothing is broken down there.
Yeah, well,
We don't want to give poor Lowland here even more of a heart attack.
Okay. So you guys head down into the basement area, and I guess we're just going to use the map we have up here and just kind of pretend it's something else. um,
Bread in the
un-
basement. Yummy.
yum. So unlike the back room, the back storage room where you guys kind of saw a lot of products that would have gone out into the front, the basement is actually more of a lab than like a storage room. So there is like a
Mm.
table with a few different like ingredients. There's books all along the shelves. There's some kind of half-made potions and some stuff like under like kind of some musty sheets, just kind of projects that look like they were abandoned. And yeah, it kind of very much looks like a sort of really dark like basement sort of deal.
Are there any lights or
There is.
candles?
Uh, there are or what do you call it? Lolan does cast like he does have the light spell or the light cantrip, so he'll cast like he won't come all the way down into like the cellar because it looks like he might have a conniption if he does, but he does like kind of from the very safe distance cast light and the room is lit up, but it's kind of like walking into a dark room with a really shitty like orange light bulb. So it helps sort of, but like not as much as you'd hope it would.
Okay. Would hmm, I'll just ask. Would lighting a torch make it better? Light wise at least?
Yeah, yeah. Lighting would turn it from dim light into bright light.
Okay, Candy's gonna do that for right now and just be really careful and make sure to not like get too close to any of the notes or whatever that's on the desks,
Mm-hmm.
just so she can get a better view of her surroundings. And is it
Okay.
quiet?
It's very quiet. It's like weirdly like muffled and like kind of scary a little bit. It it gives you uncomfortable memories of the basement of the crusty or the crumbly crustacean where you fought the Rat King.
Ew. Well, if I remember correctly, Rayla, you found some really good hiding places in the crumbly crustacean. And maybe these newts have good hiding places of their own down here.
Yeah, probably. Well, let's look around.
All right, give me them perception checks.
Time for nat ones again.
Here we go. Close. 9.
18.
9. Okay, so gonna roll something real quick.
Hmm. Hmm.
Do 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 do. Ooh, okay. Um, well, you don't really see anything particular of note. Rayla, something kind of catches your eye on the table that's not necessarily related to what you're doing. You see a lot of kind of, along with like just the very basic notes that kind of look like ledgers and, just kind of your basic like um recipes for like kind of widely known spell or not spells oh gosh, potions. You see you see a drawing um and it looks really weird because it kind of is not in keeping with everything else and it looks like a huge like tree almost with like a flame in the center. Um, and and it says root of all gods.
Okay. I grab it and hold it up, and I'm like, "Hey, what's this thing?"
Hmm? Uh, who are you referring to?
So the dude.
Lowland.
Yeah.
Yeah. He he kind of like jerks his head up. It's like, yes.
What's this?
Hmm? He kind of like forgets his fear for a moment. And let's see if he knows anything. Oof. Um, he looks at it real quick and says, "Oh, the root of all gods. It's like, well, I mean, I don't really know how worship happens in the lands that you come from, or if it happens at all, but I think it's kind of a widely known concept where all the powers of the universe kind of converge in one place. And that's usually a widely used symbol, but I don't really know what it would be doing here. That's more like cleric and paladin stuff."
Hmm. Well, okay.
Who is the owner of this waving wands? You said they were out for a little bit.
Uh, it's it's. He like has the he just kind of looks really nervous and he's like, "It's, well, it's another wizard who's really, his name is very strange and I don't like saying it because it makes me uncomfortable, but he insists that everyone calls him that, so I it's like, his his name is he insists that everyone calls him Suplex Thunder."
um, okay.
Well, we can call Suplex Thunder then.
He's scary.
Well, it sounds like he won't be back for a little while, so you can calm down just a tad, mister. Anyways, we should probably get a lookout for those newts.
Yeah.
Hey,
So let's
oh,
see.
oh,
Oh, nothing, nothing, nothing. Keep going.
hey, Candy.
Yeah, Rayla?
You
What's
mentioned
up?
you said you had, your jug of juices or whatever the fuck it's called. uh, why don't you just, see if we could s- put some water around and see if we can draw them out.
Uh, I mean, yeah, like as a last resort, we should definitely turn to that. I just don't want to I don't want to like ruin any documents or whatever that are down here. Hey, forgot your name. Lowland. Um,
Yeah.
do you mind if we spray down some of this area with water?
Uh, I would think that fire newts would not want to come out when there's water, right?
Well, if we hear, I don't know, if we see like steam coming, then it'd be a good, uh, it'd be good for us to be able to locate where they might be hiding.
Well, unless there is
Of course.
some liquid that we can get that they would like and would want to come out for.
Yeah, I don't know. Do fire newts lack certain liquids? What do you feed newts when you are at your classes? Because aren't you in one of those, one of them newt classes from that lady teaches? The one who was being really annoying earlier?
She's she's one of the transmutation professors. I I don't really know if that has much to do with elemental creatures. My focus of study is in abjuration and protection, make sure that nothing hits me. But
Okay, well, can you
yeah.
protect
Uh,
maybe can you protect like this corner of the room and I'll just spray down most of the corner?
Or if you want to draw him
dude looks
out.
like he's good. Dude looks like he's gonna faint.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, if you could protect a small area, we could get like a small fire going and just, little flame that stays contained, and then we could just sort of wait for them to come out for that.
give me like 2 seconds.
He's gonna be totally passed out real soon. Poor Lowland.
Yeah. Rayla, does an 18 hit you?
If you're probably yes.
Oh,
uh,
well, you are going to take. Find what I'm doing. You're going to take what the fuck am I doing? Oh wait. Oh wait, no. I'm dumb.
I don't even know if it's Lowland attacking you or one of the fire dudes coming at us from surprise. I wouldn't be surprised at either of
He just snaps and it's just like I can't take my job anymore.
Psychotic rampage.
Oh god. Oh, okay, it's not a to hit. I'm a idiot. Give me a dexterity saving throw actually.
Oh.
Oh my god. Okay,
Oh.
fuck. For a nat 2.
Oh no.
Ugh.
Okay.
That plus
Oof.
7 sure came in useful.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh no. Well, you're going to take 8 points of fire damage
Eh.
as as essentially like a very large Mario fire flower ball of fire like bounces across the floor and like just crashes into your chest, Rayla.
Oof.
Okay, well, I guess we know where it is. Little
There's
fucker.
one.
Yep. So I need you guys to roll initiative.
Okay. And I need to quickly do some stuff, so I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
Going off to the woods again? Now ain't the time for that. Alright, so I'm at a 17.
Okay. 17. Oh. Oof.
Rayla's at an 8. Kind of
Right.
flustered after she got her chest full of flamed.
Probably find tokens for these guys. Whoa.
What?
Oh, that's what was happening. I'm like, I accidentally pressed the D100 and I was like, how the hell did he roll a 33?
What? Now's not the time for wild magic, Julie. I don't want to see D100s down here in the basement.
No. No. Also, we'd probably be here till like 1 in the morning if I had if I had wild magic per minute through the whole
Oh my
campaign.
god.
Wild magic DPS.
Oh yes. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Well, we'll see how Lowland deals with this. Let's see how he reacts.
He probably won't. Because he's a sad little level 1 wizard.
Oh, we also need to make sure Tangela's okay. Because this is precarious.
Oh, yeah, fire, plants.
Yeah, gotta make sure that shrubbery stays intact. So I think on the map, Candy is gonna be. Well, so Rayla, I guess, was at one of the tables because she had just found the notes/documents. And then I'm assuming Candy's gonna be at the other table.
Yeah. So how do you usually switch maps, or do you ever switch maps during games, Aaron?
I always switch maps. So on the upper part, um, you have like a, I guess, header bar that has all your maps, right? Do you see that? Or is it hidden?
Like at
Like,
just the very top of the whole page, or
yeah,
like
the
where
top
the
of roll 20, it might be hidden where there's a teal colored page button. Like it looks like a piece of paper.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah,
would
yeah.
open up all your maps.
Oh,
And
yes,
then,
it's smart.
yeah, and then you can set up a different map for each location that you're at. So the one that we're currently on, like if you open up the teal page button, there's like a red banner called players over whichever map you're on right now. Like, well, sorry, that's the map that we see is the one that says players. But you can switch between maps even if we're not seeing the maps that you switch to. Oh, hello. Oh, they're like mini dragons.
Yeah, I'll just use wormling tokens because I don't see any new tokens. I was tempted to use dire rats, but probably that's
Ew.
best I don't.
Yeah, no. Bye.
Okay, I'm back.
Hello. So, fire newts have joined.
Yes.
Fire newts have joined the party.
Well, we're gonna kick them out real soon.
How many we got? 3?
3.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That matches what Lolan had said earlier.
Okay. All right. So, first up in the turn order is Fire Newt number 1, the one that is closest, or the one that attacked Rayla, who is on her left. Or screen left, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, well, natural 20, so...
Fucking hell.
Rayla!
I like how, watch, we're gonna die from this and like not anything else.
This is why we should have done the bullworm.
Okay, so you are going to take... You're going to take 5 more points of fire damage. As this thing kind of hisses at you with like this high-pitched like screech like a demented teapot.
Ew.
Yeah, well, that sucked. So, next up is Candy. What are you gonna do?
So apparently Candy turns around and a fire newt is right next to her. I don't think she saw that coming earlier. But that's the perfect position for a beating. So let's give 2 karate chops in their. I don't even know how like big they are, but I guess down the wings. Let's see what we got. First, a 19.
19 definitely hits.
All right, so that's for 5 damage, followed by a 16.
Let me look at their thingamajigger real quick. 16? That matches, so you hit.
Okay, so that one is going to be for 5 more damage. And, well, we just want to get a little bit of our karate action going. So we're going to spend a key for a flurry of blows.
Okay.
A 23.
That definitely hits.
And a 9, for unfortunately.
Okay. Was that to hit or was that for the damage?
Sorry, it was 6 damage from the third hit and a 9 to hit for the 4th attack.
Oh, oof. Okay, yeah. No, so that one definitely misses. So
All right.
you punch the shit out of this thing, and it looks pretty dazed at how fast you just whipped around and, like, hit it really hard.
Exactly. And I trained with the way of the open hand. So that flurry of blows attack also is going to push the fire newt. Well, we'll see what happens. So, dexterity saving throw or be knocked prone.
Okay, give me like 2 seconds. You said deck save?
Yeah, dex save DC is 14.
Okay. Well, he matched with you, so you do push him back.
Okay, so I basically smack him
10
into the
feet?
ground. No, so just knocked prone.
Oh, knocked prone. Okay.
Yeah. Shove him
Nice.
into the wooden floor, if it's a wooden floor.
All right, so next is newt number 2, which is the one to the right of Rayla. Watching its compatriot get pretty thoroughly wrecked, this one begins to shift form from a strangely animal-like lizard to something that stands on 2 legs. Pulls out a sword from kind of its
What?
inside itself, and it's kind of this white hot sword. And I
Oh.
closed out of my tab like an idiot.
Control Shift T.
So this one's yes. So towards you, Rayla, this one's gonna do 2 scimitar attacks.
Rayla,
Cool.
no.
That's a 6. That will definitely miss.
That's right, little bitch.
And the second one is a 13.
Ooh, still a bitch.
Oh wait, nope, I fucked up. That one is it's a 14.
What is it if it's tied?
Oh, aggressor wins.
Merp.
Fuck.
So okay, so you're gonna take 5 points of slashing damage.
Ah! I'm like half dead already.
Rayla.
Oof. Yep. This one near Candy did not like what you did to it, so it is going to do an attack on you.
Wasn't it like knocked prone though? Doesn't that like do something?
No, knocked prone gives other people advantage to hit it, but it doesn't give it disadvantage to hit you.
Ow.
Yeah, but it rolled a 17.
Oh. That is my AC, so that hits me, I think.
Okay. That's the first one. Because this one also begins to morph and stand up.
Ooh.
And it also pulls out a flaming sword. So this one hits you for 4 points of slashing damage.
Okay. So it has morphed already?
Yes. So all of
Okay.
them have started to morph into their bipedal forms.
Meh. Okay. Rude.
Yep. Next hit is a 21 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. That one is further 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay. I see them. So is that one prone still, or they've like stood up and morphed?
Well, since it didn't move, it used half its movement to stand up. So yes, it is standing.
Okay.
So yeah. Now, finally, it is Rayla's turn.
Okay, well the bitch who shot me from the beginning is gonna die. Although I'm probably gonna miss, knowing my luck. So I'll go up to it and give him a little stabberoonie.
Ooh.
And you know what? Just because there's one more point, I'll use the fancy new dagger. But not like the AoE thing, just like normal stabby. 22.
Okay, yeah, that definitely hits.
11.
11 points of damage.
And then bonus action to hide. Because fuck that noise. I'm hiding in the corner.
Wait, I forget, how many points what was the damage you did to the other one?
What do you mean other one? You mean the one that I hit?
Yeah.
11.
Oh, okay. All right. Where are you planning to hide?
In the corner. I moved myself.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
Let me guess. Okay, 25.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, he doesn't see you. Okay, back up to the top of the order is
The one I just hit.
Yeah, the one you just hit, who is thoroughly confused and real quick is gonna roll a perception check to see if it sees you. What is your perception? Oh, okay. Well, it rolled really high, but you rolled a 25, so it doesn't see you.
Ha.
So it's gonna go
Damn.
for the next obvious target. It's gonna go for Candy.
Hi.
Yep. Okay. Roll me a dexterity saving throw. I mean, chances are you'll get it, but like, who knows?
I didn't get
Who
it.
knows? Yeah. A 17.
Oh yeah, you definitely do it. He hawks up another fire loogie at you. He's not close enough to you, hit you with a scimitar, but you deftly move out of the way of his fireball.
Ooh.
Okay, and
So
with
the
that,
table that we're next to, what happens to it? Is it still okay?
it's still fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it kind of flies over the table and towards your head, but like you dodge out of the way of it.
Cool.
Candy, you're up next.
All right.
Beat its ass.
Well, exactly. I mean, it's a bipedal form, I guess, so um I'm assuming they're chonkier than normal. So perfect opportunity to slam its belly.
Oof. Okay.
19 for the
Yep, that
first
hits.
attack for 5 damage, and 20 with the second attack for 10 damage. Oh, the other ones were all ones this whole time. Oh my god.
Oof. Okay.
Sorry, I don't know why I
Well,
clicked that twice. But yeah,
it had
5 and 10.
exactly 15 health left, so you absolutely obliterate it.
All right, so as this fist like goes straight through its belly, I guess its entrails and intestines are covering Candy's arm.
Yeah. You like hit him and it like lets out a bunch of steam out of its mouth before it just dies.
Perfect.
Yay. All right.
We're gonna just move over here with movement.
Over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, that was the one you were attacking?
Well, I was attacking the one, yeah, right next to me, which is gone now.
Oh, okay. Guess I got confused.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, next is number this guy here in the corner who feels very left out, and he is going to roll a perception check and not see Rayla with an 8. So it is going to move. Okay. It is going to try and hawk another fireball at you, Candy. So roll me another dex save.
Oh my god.
Oh
11?
no, 11. That's the DC. So
Okay.
he that is aggressor wins. So it's going to be a very spicy meatball. Yeah. You are going to take another 9 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Still more health than me.
Singeing my fur. You're gonna get it next.
Yep, speaking of getting it next, Rayla, because that other guy is dead. You're up next.
Alright. I emerge from the shadows and go to this dude and stab. And since this is so... Fuck.
Hmm?
11. Oh, yep, that misses actually. So
Okay,
you go
well...
in for the stab.
And I suck, so... Alright, back into the corner. I hide.
Wait,
Lol.
the thing is, you can take your bonus action to disengage, but not disengage and hide. So you can either leave and be in sight and not take an attack of opportunity, or you can like possibly take the attack of opportunity but have the chance to hide.
I mean, like, but disengaging doesn't like help me like in any way, though, right?
No, disengaging, the point is you can leave his threat range without provoking an attack of opportunity as you're leaving.
Yeah, but like, but then what?
Well, like, then he can see you, but at least then you can avoid getting hit this turn.
Yeah, so it
So
costs your bonus action to disengage if you want to do that.
Yeah, I know,
Because you, yeah.
but I'm just saying, like, I don't know.
you can either hide and get hit or avoid getting hit but not be able to hide.
I feel like we haven't been following this rule like the entire time I've been doing this.
Yeah, because DM is
Yeah, well, because
dumb.
normally if we don't have a map, like the
Yeah,
disengaging doesn't really matter
that's
because
also been
we
the
don't know
hard
where
part because
we are.
we didn't have a map. So now that we do, I can actually calculate spaces and what their threat range and stuff is.
I'm pretty healthy, just saying.
Okay, fine. So I guess disengage, and I'll move, I guess, there.
Okay. I mean, you can still move to your little corner. It would just be easier for the beasts to like go up to you and hit you.
Okay, fine.
Okay. All right. Uh, so now that that's over with, what am I doing? Oh, I know what I'm doing. Yeah. So this first one, not content with losing its prey, is going to come after you, Rayla,
Mm.
and it is going to try and multi-attack you again.
Great. I'm sure. See, this is what I was saying, where it's like I feel like disengaging is not going to matter.
Oh God, that scared me.
Because I'm just going to get hit anyway.
I forgot I had it set to 2, so it rolled a 34, and I was like, oh no. Okay. Well, the dice giveth, and the dice take it away because now it rolled a 4.
Yay.
Ooh.
All right. That's for the first attack. Second attack is a 21.
God damn it.
It is going to roll.
Tangela better be hidden behind you.
It is going to roll 4 points of slashing damage, and I need you to make a perception check.
Oh.
15.
15. You see a couple of flower petals float down past your nose.
Oh
Oh,
no.
you little bitch.
I think that's a no-no.
I don't know. Might be. Well, okay. Now it
Wait,
is
does
Candy's
Candy
turn.
see it?
We'll make a perception check with disadvantage because
Clearly no. Okay.
the thing is in front of it.
Yeah. An 8.
Oh.
So.
Oh, you roll an 8?
Yeah.
Oh,
Disadvantage.
right. You roll an 8. Yeah. You don't see what Rayla sees.
Okay. Well, what Candy does see, though, is Rayla being trapped in a corner with a bipedal newt creature blocking the passageway. So Candy's going to run up and do a few choppy choppies, which a 24 for the first attack.
That definitely hits, yeah.
For 8. And then
Okay.
an 18.
That also hit.
For 6 damage.
Okay. 8 and 6.
How's it looking?
It definitely is pretty bloodied. Like, it's not at the verge of death, but it's definitely getting there.
All right, well, let's bring it to the verge of death. Flurry of blows. Let's go. 13.
That misses.
Okay, and 25.
That definitely
for
hits.
10 damage.
That is exactly what you needed to put it down. So how do you want to end it?
This one, I guess, is like square in the jaw, but most of all, it causes the entire body to like fly a few feet back.
So
Hopefully
into me?
missing you.
Okay.
Okay, with Candy's turn done, this guy is feeling very alone, and now with 2 potential victims backed into a corner, it is going to run up to you.
Hey, what's up?
Alright, so it is, seeing as Candy is right there, it is going to try and multi-attack you with
All
its
right,
scimitar.
come at me.
It will. 15?
Not fast enough.
Okay. Natural 20.
Yeah.
Get riggedy wrecked.
For 3 points of damage.
Well, okay, never
Whoa.
mind.
No, so not that bad.
How did that even happen? I mean,
The
I'll take it.
the scimitar is only 1d6 plus 1, so.
Hmm.
Okay, so next up is Rayla.
Alright, well, my immediate victim is dead, so time for you. Gotta take out my
Oh,
anger at something.
do it.
25.
Ooh.
25 hits. All right.
Fuck. Not 1, 6.
Oh, well,
Uh,
but I think you do get sneak attack because
woo.
you're flanking with Candy.
That's
Oh,
right.
okay.
Bring it.
Okay, plus 11.
Ooh.
So 17.
Ooh, your fiery rage is
Yes.
terrifying. Okay. This thing is pretty, again, much like the first hit you landed, you actually freaking just slice one of its wings off and it like screeches, but it is still up and it looks furious. So next up is
Hmm.
Candy.
Okay. Well, I feel so. Candy feels like Rayla wants a little bit of the action, so Candy's gonna try and like, I guess, jump on the. I maybe it counts as a grapple, but like try and pin down, this newt.
Okay. Roll competing athletic checks.
Okay, a 7.
God damn.
A 7. Well, it can always fail its athletics
That's
check.
true.
Do. Oh my god, I can't believe they don't have any benefits to strength. It rolled a 5. So
God damn.
you got it grappled.
Yeah, so Candy was rushing in, propelling, I guess, off the side of the wall, and pushing her body weight onto the newt and pinning both of us onto the ground.
All right.
You got
So
this,
Uh,
Rayla.
how does this affect me? Like in terms of like if I'm attacking now, is it like with advantage or what?
Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna look up grappled real quick. Do.
I can't believe the 7 worked.
I know. Sometimes things just happen for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Grappled creature becomes 0. Do. Condition ends. Oh, well, that sucks. The grappled only makes it so that the creature can't move.
Oh,
So it can't. Yeah, so you don't. It can still attack, but you can also still attack. That
well, that
it's
was kind of a
okay, but
waste
it's
then.
not a great.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
still a fun moment though. All right, Rayla, go ahead. No, I actually no. It's gonna roll a strength check to try to see if it can break Candy's grapple. So
Is it
actually,
competing again?
fuck
Or
it. I'm actually gonna have it try to attack you, but with disadvantage because That just seems like a really dumb thing for it to be grappled, but because it can still attack you because you're holding onto it. So it's gonna try to get you off.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 10, and
Mm-mm.
that's a 6. So it tries to grab its scimitar and slash at you, but does not seem to get anywhere with its attacks.
Good.
Rayla, it is now your turn.
And I'm gonna miss because I don't get any bonuses.
No, I mean, you're still flanking, so
14.
14 just misses.
Yeah, like what I thought.
Is there a flanking bonus or nay?
No.
Flanking bonus
Well,
is flanking bonus is +2. So you rolled a 16, so you actually do hit.
oh, okay.
Woo!
Do I still get the sneak attack damage then, or no?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Well, 10.
Well, okay.
And then I'm gonna keep going. Plus 13, so
Ooh.
23 damage.
Oof. Yeah, okay. This thing is not just dead, it is super dead.
Good. Hurt my plant.
Yeah, so with
Basically, how you said that,
one.
like, it hit,
Yeah.
like, that there were some, like, petals that fell off. Basically, I turned its body into falling petals.
Ooh.
Just imagine you standing in the middle of the room with like
Flesh
magical fire
confetti.
embers. Yeah, flesh
Ew.
confetti around you. But it's more flame-like and magical rather than visceral.
It could be both. It's like, oh, so pretty, and also it smells.
Also, it smells. It smells like burning grass.
Ugh.
Uh, yeah. So with that, you just kind of hear the most pathetic sound come from the stairwell. There's Lolan just sitting there, like with like his hands over his head. Oh my god!
I think it's safe, Lowland.
He slowly looks up and he's like, "Oh, oh my god, you did it! You guys did it!" And he like starts jumping around, and he'll be like, I have to call management. This is incredible. Those things were really strong, and maybe they'll let me reward you more than just my weekly salary. I'll be right back." And he runs upstairs, and as he does, you hear another very sad, pathetic sound.
Like the same sad, pathetic sounds with like him,
No,
but
a
from
different
upstairs.
one coming
Oh,
from Rayla.
wait. Oh, I see.
Ugh. I take Tangela off my head and I hold it in my hands.
Oh.
It looks like some of its leaf tips are kind of charred, but something else is kind of strange. Roll a nature check.
Oh.
This is probably gonna go poorly. It went poorly, 11.
Candy, you can also roll a nature
Oh.
check if you want.
Well, alright.
25.
A 25.
25.
Your disadvantage was an 11.
I've traversed the lands well enough, though.
You've been around nature, right?
Absolutely.
So you look, or Rayla, you look at Tangela and just kind of see like just kind of the burnt spots, and you're trying to sort of, like, will this heal? Like, I don't know. Candy, you look closely at the burnt spots, but something seems really odd. It's not all
Uh-oh.
burns. Some of it is necrotic.
Uh? Wait, necrotic as in it's like magical.
Yeah, like there's like these black spots all over it, kind of like these spots and veins. They're like really thin, but they're like around the leaves, kind of around the burn mark, as if it was more than just fire that hurt it.
Oh no. Oh, that poor little thing. Like you see the cinders on it, right, Rayla?
Well, yeah, it's burnt.
But I think there's something more. I've seen these black spots on trees and bushes and stuff before, and that's like some magical Necrotic effect. Would
What?
Candy know? Would Candy know how that can be cured if it's like holy water or something?
Roll an intelligence check.
13.
13. Well, I mean, healers for like humanoids, like clerics and stuff for like people, but not really for plants. That just seems more like druid kind of magic, but you're not
Mm-hmm.
really sure.
Would Candy know if this spreads if untreated?
Given already what you know about plants and already with your 25, like what you know about just general necrosis and stuff, like it's very likely that it'll spread.
Mm. Yeah, Rayla. It like you've heard of blights and stuff, right? For crops, where um basically the plants get sickness and it spreads. It seems like something similar is happening to Tangela.
Well, we got to do something then.
Yeah, I mean, probably like this is magical in nature. That I know. Other than that, I don't really know the specifics. So it'll probably take like a druid or some other nature magic to counteract what's happening here. Maybe Lowland or some of the other wizards might know some more information.
Well, we got to try.
Yeah. So from the fire newts, is there anything left of their body, I guess, that could be harvested? Like, do they have, um, I guess, phlegm or something that we can capture?
You know, roll me a survival check.
Mm-hmm. A 21.
Okay, 21. So this creature is kind of very strange to you, but given kind of the nature of what it does in terms of like its little fire breathing effect, there is an organ kind of similar to like the kind that you would find in dragonborns and dragon and other animals that can breathe fire that you could harvest and sell for a good amount.
Okay, so I guess hopefully here in the bottom, because this is a lab, there's like some empty beakers or potion bottles or something.
Yeah,
So,
there's a couple of empty vials.
okay. Candy will try and take one of them, I guess. I guess the one that wasn't completely cut up by Rayla.
Okay. Would you like to try the other one? Because there were three of them.
Candy will take two of them. Because I
Okay,
think
well,
the third one is like completely
yeah, the third one
irrevocable.
seems pretty obliterated. Give me one more survival check to see if you can get the second one.
Okay. A 10.
10. Well, you did punch that one through the stomach,
That
so
makes sense.
it's kind of more like battered, and it kind of instead of growing brightly like a pilot light, it's weird because you would think it would be flaming hot, but it just feels kind of warm, which is both gross and kind of interesting.
Ew,
But
yeah.
the other one is kind of like almost like a coal that's still kind of sullenly red, but not bright orange like the other one was. So
Hmm.
you pocket those two and presumably go back upstairs.
Yeah.
And I am just cradling Taylor in my arms. Also, I'm kind of in pain myself, but, priorities.
Yeah, Candy's looking a little bit singed also, but she'll head upstairs.
Tangela kind of brushes its leaves across your face a little.
And I'm like petting it.
Lowland he's kind of looking like he puts down an orb, like a little orb, and looks kind of in the short time you've known him, he seems to just be a constant ball of anxiety, but like for for once, like he looks kind of grumpy. He's like, of course he's too busy to answer. Anyway,
New phone, who
couldn't get
dis?
a he kind of smiles weakly.
That was out of
Like,
game.
oh, sorry. Well,
I
anyway,
thought
he
that
does
was okay.
smile
Whatever.
weakly. It's okay. My bad. He kind of smiles tightly and he's, well, I guess I'll try again later, but I think for now here's your reward, I guess. And he hands you your 10 gold, which, he pulls out of a very kind of battered and sort of like torn up sort of leather case. And I wish I could give you more, but I can at least maybe. I'm gonna try and get a word in for you because those newts shouldn't have been able to get into the shop even without the fire ward. They're just too powerful for that. I don't know how they got in here.
Do you have anything to maybe help this little guy here?
Little
Yeah,
bit.
do you?
Oh,
Yeah.
he takes Tangela from you and carefully looks at the leaves and like, kind of closely inspects it, and he's like, "Huh, interesting. Where did you find this?"
In the sewer.
Oh, sentient shrubs are usually never far from their home forests. It just seems really weird that one would randomly be alone in the city. And this light, it looks so weird. Anyway, I think I might know someone who can help. At least point you in the right direction. It's a druid friend of mine who's very specifically about plants. They're known as the Green Witch of Candlewood.
Okay. Yeah, well,
Yeah, so southwest from the city, kind of on the same road you would take to get to Rosemary Village, but uh, you know, closer, farther down towards Turmeric Town, uh, and more south than west, I guess. Kind of in that range. There's forests, and you should be able to find her pretty easily. She seems to be the only druid to kind of hang out in that territory.
okay, well, guess that's where we're going.
Can we tell the witch that you sent us there? Like, does the witch
Uh,
know you?
she knows me. She's not the talkative type, but she's really nice, and she should. If you mention me, then you should be fine. Uh, I wish I could give you more, but here. And he hands each of you just a basic healing potion.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I just use
So
that now?
you can. So it's
Okay, what's
2d4 plus 4.
okay? 10.
Ooh. Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Candy's
Okay.
also just gonna ask. Yeah, real quick. It sounded like a bunch of the other waving wand stores, or maybe some of the other magical stores, they were having problems of their own. Do you know anything of what was happening with these other ones?
I mean, I kind of just an intern, but I do a lot of inventory here. More than the usual magic surges that happen around here, there's been some kind of more destructive ones and a lot of unrest in the different planes that are around ours. So, I don't know. It seems like it's been harder for people to gather ingredients and supplies, so I don't really quite understand what's been happening.
Mm. Yeah, we've seen a lot of like these magic spikes around in this area um, over the past few weeks, and it's definitely something intriguing and something to look into. Uh, Listen, I've been in your shoes. I've been at university, had to struggle through long nights, being broke all the time, working for barely any pay. So here, and Candy gives back 5 gold to lowland?
He looks like he's about to cry a little. Like, are you sure? Your fur, it's all ruined.
Nothing like some mayonnaise and some other oil. That'll clean it up real soon. Don't worry about me.
He just kind of looks at you with a straight face and nods with the type of with the very much like, don't worry, I'm a wizard, I know exactly what you're talking about kind of attitude.
Yeah, I mean, I've been looking into the magic that's been creeping up around, the city and the surroundings. But hopefully, if I have any questions following up, like I can ask you or some of the other wizards that are part of your school.
Yeah, I guess two more things that I would suggest if you're going to head out towards Candlewood, because kind of uncanny, even for the lands around Galiass. It's a little weird. Like, weirder than usual. I guess you might want to visit a couple of the temples around here and ask a few questions. So I would suggest going to the Temple of Koraz, who's kind of the main deity that people worship around here, at least for some protection.
So basically, Julie's like, read, get protection from this before you get completely owned.
I feel pretty owned myself already. Okay, well, we'll do it.
The Temple of Koraz, is
Uh,
that on the way to Candlewood?
the wind is picking up outside and it's really scary.
Yeah, the wind is. I felt the house
Yep.
shake actually like a moment ago.
What?
It sounds like when there was that heat, like that really weird, like heat lightning storm, like a few weeks ago.
Oh god, that was crazy.
That was really scary.
Hmm.
Hopefully, it doesn't hit another power pole.
No, well, that's why they were talking about power shutdowns, possibly. But yeah, wind's supposed to be strong through like tomorrow afternoon.
Hmm. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Okay. I won't. I'll ask later.
Oh no, you can ask now.
The power shutdown. Are you still like? Because I heard that was supposed to go for a few days.
Yeah,
Has
well,
it
I
not
mean,
happened?
my power's clearly on, so
Has it started? Is it
s-
over, or it just never started?
it well, it's like, power might go off for some people in some areas from this time to
Oh.
this time, so it's very much up in the air.
Okay. That's awkward.
Oof. Okay. Back to the thing. Yeah. So, I mean, if you want to, he kind of looks at you sort of earnestly, and kind of points at the picture of the tree that you have. He says, "Well, two places I would suggest maybe if you want to know what's going on with your little plant friend. I mean, Koraz, they are kind of a all-in-one god of light and healing, and they kind of rule over all life, you know, humanoids, plants, spirits, whatever. And there's also the goddess Raiz, who is the goddess of the natural world.
Hmm.
And her temples, I know there is one closer to Candlewood, but there's a temple to Koraz in the city itself. So, I mean, it's just a suggestion if you want to go, or if you don't, I can definitely mark on your map where Candlewood is if you just want to head straight there.
What does Raiz usually provide? Like, does Raiz provide protection too?
Well, they're usually the kind of goddess that's worshipped by druids and rangers, and
Hmm.
maybe their priestess or priests or priestesses could kind of maybe offer a little more insight into what's going on with your little friend, and they could probably also offer some protection and some guidance when going through those strange woods.
Hmm.
Okay, well,
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for the information, Lowland.
Yeah, no worries. And thank you guys.
And you'll be okay setting up that fire ward, like getting that back up and running?
Yeah, yeah. I'll
Okay.
take me a couple of hours, but I think I'll just shut down the store completely early and spend the rest of the day doing that.
Okay, well, do you want like a glass of water or something to calm down? Just make sure your nerves are all settled because you definitely had a stressful day. I just want to make sure that when we leave you, you'll be all right.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. A nice, you know, go home, curl up with a book, a nice warm night by the fire with with my partner, and I'll be okay. Like you said, only temporary, and then things will get better, right? He kind of gulps.
Yeah, that's
I
the
mean, yeah.
that's the idea.
Yeah, you'll get through it. Don't worry, Lowland. And Candy will head out.
Okay.
So, Rayla, where do you think we should head next? I mean, for sure, we need to hit up that druid at Candlewood. But should we get information from the temples first?
Seems like we really should.
Have you been in temples before?
Not near out here.
Well, just make sure you follow the instructions.
Yeah, yeah. You're the one who got lost just finding the place, so if anything, watch out for you instead.
Yeah, that's true. All these city streets, ugh, confusing as hell.
Yeah, the interesting thing about Galiass is it's kind of set up almost like there's several rings around kind of the central area of the city. So there's no kind of direct route there. It's a lot like a maze in terms of like, there's not one main road to the like center of the city. It's like sometimes you have to go halfway around one of the rings to like get onto the next ring. So it's very confusing. Good for confusing any invading force, but bad for anyone who wants to get anywhere in a hurry.
Or to get to the other side of the street, you can't even just go across the street. You have to like navigate your way through street vendors and a whole bunch of other roads just to cross.
Yep. So where are you guys planning on hitting up first?
The temple.
Do you want to go to the oh my god, the one that provides protection
Oh, I thought.
first?
Wait, there's multiple temples. I thought there was just one.
So one provides protection, um, and one is more of like the nature druid goddess who can give us information. I forgot the first one's name, but the second one was like Raiz.
Uh, I guess information first.
Okay, let's go to Temple of Raiz.
Yeah. Um, so I'm not gonna make you roll for this.
I'm
You
I'll
kind of
consider it.
ask around because
just gonna see
you
what happens. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you definitely know, Candy. This actually works because of, given where you grew up, very kind of secluded, sort of naturey area. There were a couple of worshippers of Raiz because, they prayed kind of for your homeland and making sure that there was kind of a good balance of, your group and also this like the trees that you and the nature area that you called home. Um, so you know that worshippers of Raiz and kind of temples tend to be in kind of more nature-like areas, and there is kind of a very large park, like not park, but sort of like wooded area inside the city of Galiass to kind of accommodate for druids and other nature-loving folk. And kind of a little ways into the forest, you do find a very small, kind of low like stone building, and there are other stone buildings that kind of look like little guard posts or like little shops or other things, but this one is absolutely like covered in birds
Ooh.
and plants and flowers and mushrooms and
Are there any acorns on the ground?
uh roll an investigation check. Yeah,
Wait,
easy enough.
wait. Oh, well,
Hmm?
sorry, what did you say?
Oh no, I was gonna say easy enough. There are actually a
Okay.
couple of acorns on the ground.
Okay, because as a Scurrian, one of the racial traits is discerning eye. So if I'm specifically looking for items using investigation, Scurrians have advantage.
Oh, nice. Well, yeah, definitely you find acorns.
Do they look edible?
Yeah, they mostly looked edible. There's a
Okay.
couple of freshly fallen ones, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so as we're walking along the path of this quote park unquote, Candy is just gonna be popping up some acorns into her mouth as she continues on the path. That was a hard day's work, wasn't it, Rayla?
I'm just like ignoring you because I worry about my baby.
Uh, so you walk inside and you don't really see anybody. And on the inside, it's very like it's such a weird mix of like nature and like man-made structure. Like the floor, like the inside looks way bigger than it should be, and it's kind of like cobbled floors and like small waterfall, and like the air is thick with like the scent of flowers and the small sounds of like animals. And like it seems like everywhere you look, it's like a collage of. It seems like every little area looks like a different like region. Like one is full of like succulents and desert plants. Another little area
Ooh.
is like full of like deep woods and evergreens. And before you get a chance to turn all the way around, you just hear you. Well, first you hear a
Bless
hello
you. Oh.
in your brain.
Oh, great. Oh, is it the mushrooms or whatever?
Oh my god. Um,
You
Candy.
seem
Yeah.
familiar. Small brown and grumpy.
Oh, it's you.
Yes.
Candy thinks, are you a priest of Raiz?
No. But my circle is welcome in her temples.
Out of character, what did we do with them last time?
You like they talked to you and then you offered them food and then you carefully not stepped on their babies.
Did I do something with like brushing them off the skin or something? Or did I don't exactly remember.
I don't think
Maybe
so.
it's
I
not
think
it.
it was
Okay.
pretty standard encounter. What is
Okay.
it you seek in this temple?
Looking for information.
What kind of information? There is much to be found in this world.
Aren't you fucking smart?
I have an 8 intelligence.
Ooh. Candy can't hear what you're saying because you're thinking it, so she'll let you talk.
Okay, it's like,
Let you
well,
think.
I have this bush here, and something's happening to it. We need to figure out how to save it.
It leans over towards the bush and kind of through its weird kind of dimples that it has for eyes, kind of stares at it, and Tangela sort of weakly shakes around and it says, "Though we are not the same, we are still kindred. This way." And the little spore just kind of, or the myconid kind of turns around, and with a weird sound like two sponges rubbing together, it walk across the room and kind of through a curtain of ivy.
Okay, following.
Yeah.
Yeah, Candy will follow.
You follow inwards and you kind of see somebody kind of kneeling near a small pool. And the mushroom you can hear in your brain, and it's always turned up to 12 volume. It's like, we have visitors! And the form stands up, and you see a drow, another elf, who kind of has very dark skin and is wearing sort of rough brown robes, and kind of brushes some of his pale white hair back from his face, and he says, "Yes, I know. We really have to work on your aim, because you kind of just broadcast your words to everyone. Thank you." And he looks over to you and says, "Welcome. How can I help you?"
Wait, is Rayla also a drow or nay?
No,
I
she's a
forget.
moon elf.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I said we have this bush and something happened to it and we want to just make sure we can have it be okay.
Huh. He takes the bush and looks at it closely, and he looks really concerned. And he kind of like mutters something under his breath and leans down and slowly dips the bush the into kind of a small pool. And you look down and see like a flash of light, and it goes from like a, kind of this rippling wave to like this mirror's edge of the pool kind of looks silvery and completely flat, and you start to see images reflected in the water, a lot of images that don't make a lot of sense. You see a plane of fire, you see an endless forest that seems to stretch on for forever. The pool suddenly looks like it's 1,000 feet deep, with a million fish and other sea creatures that you wouldn't understand floating in the bottom, and endless sky that seems to go on for forever. All kinds of strange flying creatures that swirl around in its void. And then you see a a tree with an emerald green flame in the center, and two figures standing in front of it. And then the water goes blank.
Does
Um,
Candy does Candy know if those are other planes, or are they, or would they be places um in this world?
Roll an intelligence check.
We get a critical failure.
Nat one and a nat 20, but the nat one was first.
Oh, sad. Pretty
What are those shiny
points.
things in the pool?
Rayla,
I
would
mean,
you
can't
like
do
to?
worse.
Well,
Intelligence. There it is. Click the thing. How did you do
you did
it?
worse.
Double
That's
nat
what you
one.
get.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
Wow, we got 3 out of 4 nat ones.
And then you go with that 20. Holy fuck.
You
Can you make those
both
shiny objects appear in the pool again, please?
he not in a rude way, but kind of ignores you as he kind of keeps muttering to himself, and Lee puts Tangela down and gathers a few other herbs and kind of sprinkles them into the water, and the water begins to kind of shimmer like a sky full of stars, and it dips the small shrub back into the water, floats for a while, and like a soft green glow starts to surround the leaves, and the glow fades, and Tangela looks it looks like the burns have healed, but some of the necrotic damage seems to still be there. And the drow look very concerned and looks back up at you and says, This this little one is very far from its home, and seems like some other force doesn't like that.
Well, I mean, we did just find it in the sewer.
Huh. Well, I don't really know how it ended up here, but I guess the next step is to probably take it to a place where it could be closer to its home, like its home plane.
Oh, so you're saying it's not from this plane?
That's the weird part. It's made up of things from this plane and the ethereal plane, the elemental planes. There's something's weird about your friend. It's more than just a shrub with a little bit of sentience.
Hmm. So this, I guess the blight that we're seeing here, I think it really only showed up not too long ago when we were fighting some fire newts, and Candy um takes out the potion, not potion, I mean like the potion bottle that contains the organ of the fire newt's breathing apparatus. Um, and I guess it was this fire newt that was like singeing our sentient shrub and also causing the blight. I don't know if those were connected, but we really only saw the blight um, when one of those like fireballs were lobbed at us.
Hmm.
Do you know if the fire newts are they part of this plane also, or are they connected with a different plane?
Well, they're connected with the elemental plane of fire. Seems like other gods use them as kind of warriors for their schemes, especially the god of violence and war, who's kind of the opposite of Raiz.
Mm. Candy in her head is thinking that possibly um, Tangela might be from the plane of Raiz, but I don't know where to go from there.
Yeah, I don't really know where to go from this either.
Uh, yeah. No, he stands up and holds Tangela back out to you, and it's you kind of knew or saw before Rayla that like it was kind of twitching and making kind of little sounds of pain, and now it's quiet, and when you hold it, it slowly climbs back onto your head and assumes its little flower crown form again. And he says, "Well, the closest forest that it's imbued with as much magic as I sense that this thing has is Candlewood, so
Mm.
maybe that's where your journey should take you next."
Is Candlewood associated with Raiz?
Say again?
Is Candlewood associated with Raiz? Like, is it enchanted in any way?
Sort of. The Green Witch, one of the priestesses? I'm not quite sure what we call her. She's her own entity. Um, I know she thrives there because of all the magic that's in that wood. And she's very devoted to Raiz.
Mm.
She might have the answers you're looking for.
Mm. And what gifts might a devotee of Raiz value?
Hmm. Well, I mean, she's more of a neutral goddess. She appreciates gifts, but doesn't demand them of her devotees. So I think you'll be okay in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not really sure what we're supposed to do now.
Head to Candlewood. I think that should be where the next step is. Find what's been plaguing your friend. I also know about strange ripples within the plains. Maybe they're connected. I'm not quite sure. Here, and he hands you each 3 good berries, which are a whole
Oh,
day's worth of rations in one
yeah.
little berry.
I love good berries.
Okay.
Good berries are awesome.
Are mine good acorns or no?
Yeah, they're good acorns.
Okay. Yes. Have you ever had a good acorn before, Rayla?
No.
They fill you up so quickly. I mean, don't use them all don't use them all just yet. Use them when you're hungry, but you'll love them.
Sure.
Anyways, thank you. Thank you for offering your sagely advice. Turning to the drow.
You're welcome. I wish I could do more, but I think the path before you is clear.
Okay, yeah. We'll do the best we can.
Okay. Farewell.
See ya.
Bye!
And
You hear in your brain.
mm, mm.
Let's just go.
Yeah.
And with that, with your journey ahead of you set clear and this strange occurrence weighing heavily in your mind, that is where we're going to